The Hindu mythology is probably one, if not the most complicated narrative that there is. Much of its tradition involves myths and folklore written down in major Hindu literatures of the ancient Indians, which were relayed for generations to this date. So, in order to understand the sacred narratives and ritual of this culture, a paradigm shift is truly required. We must indeed move away from Western concepts of right and wrong, divine and diabolical, heaven and hell, and so forth. Today, we're first going to be looking at one of the main deities of this mythology, the god Vishnu. Being the most important god of the Vaishnavism, one of the three principal denominations of Hinduism, Vishnu is one of the most revered gods in the Hindu pantheon and member of the three supreme deities or Holy Trinity of Hindu mythology. And alongside Brahma and Shiva, they are the trinity of gods who represent the three phases of cosmic existence. Through the course of time, Vishnu became the supreme self called Narayana, which literally means the dweller of celestial waters and human beings, as the word Nara is translated as both water and human. He is thus the Lord of the universe, who variously manifests to mortals as part of his obligatory duty. As one of the 5 primary forms of God in some tradition, a complex character, Vishnu is conceived as the preserver, the protector and guardian of mankind. Within the Hindu religion, the god protects the order of things. He is a merciful and gentle deity, and when necessary, he appears on earth in various incarnations known as avatars to fight demons and fierce creatures to maintain cosmic harmony. The Dashavatara are the 10 avatars or worldly appearances of the god, which are manifested as people, animals, or a mix of both. According to Hindu beliefs, Vishnu has incarnated on earth at least 9 times to destroy evil and restore justice in the world, and among which Rama and Krishna are his most important embodiment. Each time he comes as different avatar and serves a different purpose. Thanks to all these incarnations, like any major god, Vishnu was involved in a number of colorful stories that illustrate his virtues as the protector of the universal order. Based on its etymology, the word Vishnu means one who pervades, one who has entered into everything, so he is the transcendent as well as the immanent reality of the world. He is the inner cause and power by which things exist. He sustains the universe and upholds its many laws. The color of his skin is typically that of a dark blue sky, denoting his formless and infinite power, his cosmic dimensions, and his connection with the Vedic gods of rain and thunder. Vishnu is depicted with one face and 4 arms, usually in a standing or in a resting posture, and has the namam, a curve-shaped mark on his forehead with a vertical stripe in between. He wears a collar made of the famous kaustubha, a divine gem inlaid on his necklace, a garland made of forest flowers. According to Hindu scriptures, it is believed to be the most valuable jewel in the whole world and a symbol of pure consciousness and divine authority. It was said that except Lord Vishnu himself, no one else could carry this jewel. Not even the Lords Brahma and Shiva could handle its magnificence, as it can corrupt the bearer by infusing in them the greed to carry it forever. Regarding his 4 arms, there is a pair at the front of his body representing his physical presence in the material world, and a pair at the back symbolizing his existence in the spiritual realm. In each hand he holds an object representing his attributes. Chakra, the discus, represents the wheel of time, and the light-bearing sun which illuminates and removes darkness, symbolizing a higher level of consciousness that destroys self-illusions. Shankha, the conch shell trumpet, for the sacred sound of creation which stands for all of interconnected spiraling cyclic existence. Gada, the mace of strength, for the destruction of evil and the power of knowledge. And Padma, the lotus, which symbolizes freedom, harmony and the beauty of life. The god Vishnu resides on the ocean of milk, where everything is made of shining gold, fabulous jewels, and where lakes resplendent with lotus flowers. On occasion, he sleeps on a bed made of coils of the 1,000-head cobra, Adi Shesha, whose heads form a canopy over the god, and represents the many desires of the mind. Vishnu sits over them, showing that he has control over these desires rather than being dominated by them. His consort, the goddess Lakshmi, attends upon him for the material and spiritual wealth, and can be called upon to alleviate suffering due to her roles as a provider. Like other gods, Vishnu has a vahana, which is a carrier or vehicle appointed to every single god. He rides on the Garuda, a minor deity invariably found in all the Vaishnava temples of the god Vishnu. This creature is often described as a gigantic bird-like creature with the body of a man with wings, an eagle's beak, and said to be the extension of the powers of the deity. The worship of this creature is believed to remove the effects of any type of poison. This might be because the Garuda is known for feeding only on snakes. Another deity invariably found in the Vishnu temples, especially in the south, is the monkey god, Hanuman. The Ramayana pictures him as a highly erudite, a cultured and refined person. He is as strong as he is wise, and as devoted as he is strong and wise, quite a rare combination indeed. People might worship or pray to Vishnu and identify with him for various reasons. His many representations make him a common source for inspiration because he is seen as someone who is easier to relate to than a more distant god. Vishnu can be called upon if you're looking for protection, patience, knowledge, or prosperity. You can also call upon his many avatars when seeking strength or looking to enhance the playful and accessible side of your soul or spirit. In the common Hindu art, Vishnu is variously portrayed depending on specific cultures. As such, he is widely worshipped and have many temples dedicated to him, as well as several festivals celebrated for his glory, which are held in order to commemorate the triumphs of the deity. Many Hindu legends evolve across texts as the Vedic literature, epics like the Mahabharata, the Ramayana, the Puranas, and other regional literature. The Hindu mythology doesn't often have a monolithic structure, therefore the same myth typically appears in various versions, and can be represented differently across socio-religious traditions.